There is a special place that is 2 hours and about 100 years from New York City. The water is clean, the air is fresh, and at night you can see the stars. It offers a simpler way of life with well-kept homes, working farms, and friendly neighbors. The kind of place most people speak longingly about. When this way of life was threatened by plans to build a New York State Thruway Authority travel plaza featuring a McDonald's restaurant, the people of this quiet place came together to fight it. They wrote hundreds of letters, they made countless phone calls, they enlisted the aid of their elected officials. They protested, they strategized, they raised money, they held public meetings that filled the town church. They vocally and vehemently let the Thruway Authority and McDonald's know they were opposed.
In a town meeting in North Chatham today to talk about stopping the Thruway Authority from building a proposed rest stop nearby. McDonald's is supposed to be the main restaurant at the rest stop, so it's been nicknamed the McDonald's Rest Stop. It's built near exit B1 of the Thruway. The townspeople are up in arms about it because, they say, it'll hurt the environment and damage the community.
And one of the major concerns is the water. We all have water wells here, and they would suck out thousands of gallons of water a day. And then they would clean it up, and they say up to 90%, and then they would discharge it, the water they use for dishwashing, toilets, and what have you, into the Valatia Kill, which is the stream that runs through town. And everybody's really worried about that.
The townspeople have filed suit against the Thruway Authority in an attempt to stop the construction, and next week they say they'll protest at McDonald's regional headquarters in Latham.
This is 10 Eyewitness News.
Good evening. They call it the Battle of Bunker Hill Part 2. Residents along the Rensselaer and Columbia County lines have a beef with McDonald's, and they're taking their protest on the road. Mark Noble tells us about their last hope to stop a travel plaza from being built in the heart of their community.
They call themselves the concerned citizens of Chatham, Kinderhook, and Schodack. And by the hundreds, they drove to McDonald's headquarters in Latham today, very vocal against the restaurant's part in the proposed travel plaza. It's planned for the B1 exit area along the Berkshire spur of the New York State Thruway between Bunker Hill and Woodward Roads in Rensselaer County.
We understand that McDonald's has veto power over this site, that they can tell the Thruway Authority no. And we feel very strongly if they know why we object and how strong our objections are, they will say no.
Touting the environment, crime, and tax revenue as big concerns, they picketed for less than an hour.
Most of the chanting that's going on here is really falling on deaf ears because there's nobody at these headquarter offices to respond to them.
Still, residents like Mike Zayak felt a need to be there.
I don't want to give up my property. Not for a rest area when they've already had rest areas that didn't make it.
While we couldn't reach officials from McDonald's today, Thruway officials told us in a statement the site they are protesting is only one of several for review. We've had one public meeting, and we've scheduled one for April 6th, where everyone's comments will be taken into consideration.
It's too dangerous for our environment. It's too dangerous for our way of life.
Today's protest is probably the most visible and vocal one the group has had since the Travel Plaza idea became an issue 5 months ago. Mark Noble, 10 Eyewitness News.
McDonald's is also expected at the April 6th meeting.
Coming up next, the fight escalating over a proposed new rest stop on the Berkshire extension of the Thruway.
From WNYT, Albany, this is News Channel 13, live at 6.
Tonight's top story, a protest on wheels. A car caravan to Latham to fight a proposed new rest stop on the Berkshire extension of the Thruway. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Menarson. The Thruway Authority wants to put the new rest stop in North Chatham and have McDonald's run the main restaurant at it, but many living nearby don't want it. And today, to underscore their point, they descended on McDonald's regional headquarters. Elaine Houston was there.
For months, residents from Schodack, Chatham, and Kinderhook have been trying to tell the State Thruway Authority that they don't want a proposed travel plaza built in their area. But they say the authority is listening. So Saturday morning, they loaded up the cars, dozens of them, and began telling everyone else.
We're trying to build a 40 to 80 acre travel plaza on the Berkshire Spur between Bunker Hill and Woodward Roads, right in the middle of our rural community.
Everyone they encountered on routes 9 and 20, on I-90 and I-87. The project is to be built on the B1 exit of the Berkshire Spur of the Thruway. Residents say it will include retail shops, a 24-hour gas station, and lots of problems.
McDonald's says that they will pump out 25,000 gallons of our water every day for this travel plaza, and we're on water wells. If the water's gone, we have no water for our village. And then they'll clean it up 90% and return it to the Valatia, which is a stream that runs through the town. You know, that's sewage. That's toilet water, dishwashing water, and what have you, running through town and then going back into our water table where we'll, be asked to use it.
But the residents say McDonald's is more than just a tenant, and it has enough clout that if it intervenes, it could kill the whole project. But like the Thruway Authority, they say the fast food giant won't respond. So if Muhammad won't go to the mountain will go to Muhammad.
McDonald's Plaza, no way! We deserve a break today!
As the head of a fast food chain that often boasts the billions of burgers it sells, it's no doubt that McDonald's loves traffic, it loves lots of volume, but it probably doesn't like it here at its regional headquarters. Well, guess what? The residents say they don't like the traffic in their backyard either, but that's what they'll have to contend with if this Thruway Plaza goes through.
We feel as a community that McDonald's, as a corporation and as someone who has signed contracts to build a plaza and would put millions of dollars, I think $4 to $7 million into the project, does have a say in it.
But right now, the residents are the ones doing all the talking and say McDonald's nor the Thruway Authority has heard the last from them. Elaine Houston, News Channel 13 in Albany.
Thank you, Elaine. And still no comment on all of this tonight from McDonald's.
If you have a favorite slogan that isn't out of this.
We like our hamburgers on the hook.
Oh, well, there we go.
Okay.
Well, what's the official name for today?
Oh, Golden Archie.
Golden Archie.
Golden Archie. Hi, Golden Archie.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing her.
Schodack, Chatham, and Kinderhook, and the Thruway Authority and the McDonald's Corporation are trying to build a 40 to 80 acre travel plaza on the Berkshire Spur between Bunker Hill and Woodward Roads, right in the
Mom?
Everybody have a sign? This is my blessing.
Do the job, right?
Right.
Paul, where's Mom and Dad?
Hi. Hi. Wow.
Well, I want to be a...
What are you...
Good morning, concerned citizens.
Good morning.
Welcome to McDonald's. This is really incredible. I just can't believe the extraordinary turnout and support of this community in opposition to this rest stop. We've got a few little proceedings for you here this morning, so please give us the next 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to have you join in some chants and a little bit of singing. What I'd like to do to start off is to just read to you, if I might, the letter that we sent to McDonald's back on March 15th. This is our third letter to the McDonald's Corporation, and it's directed to Mr. Michael Andrews, who's the regional manager here at Latham. It says, Dear Mr. Andrews, as you know, the concerned citizens of Schodack, Chatham, and Kinderhook
Well, yeah, when I did.
To build between Bunker Hill and Woodward Roads on the Berkshire Spur. We have asked to meet with representatives of your company to express our concerns, but none have responded. Given your company's support of family and community values and your ecological sensitivity in such areas as packaging, we have been surprised and disappointed at your unwillingness to discuss this project with us. As a result, on Saturday, March 26th at approximately 10:30 a.m., a cavalcade of concerned citizens will arrive at your offices in Latham to express our opposition and advise you of our concerns. Our intention is to demonstrate to you and to your company in an orderly fashion the depth and the breadth of our opposition to this travel plaza. We want you to meet face to face the people of our community, the old and the young, the rich and the poor, the longtime residents and the newcomers, so that you can see in our eyes and hear in our voices how much this community and its way of life mean to us, and how this travel plaza will ruin the character and charm. Country roads, destroy our property values, bring crime to our peaceful village, and with 24-hour lighting, make it impossible for us to ever again enjoy the quiet delight of a star-filled night. While we realize that you may not normally work on Saturday, we have chosen this day so as not to disrupt your business, and quite frankly, because during the week, most of us must work. We hope to see you on the 26th, but if not, please be assured we will be there. As I think some of you know, the McDonald's Corporation, after this third letter and our mentioning to them that we were going to arrive here on Saturday, did call and has agreed to meet with some members of our organization later on this month, and we're pleased to have them finally respond to us. We actually hope that perhaps a representative of the McDonald's Corporation would be here today. Is there one? Well, just in case there's somebody hiding in that building looking at us, I wondered if I might be able to get all of you to join me in the first of our 3 chants, which is located on the back of the yellow sheet that has the map on it. We're going to run through this chant 5 different times, and I'm hoping your enthusiasm is going to build with each time. So we're going to try that first one. Everybody got the page? Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. McDonald's, travel, Plaza Norway, we deserve a break today. McDonald's, travel, Plaza Norway, we deserve a break today. McDonald's, travel, Plaza Norway, we deserve a break today. McDonald's, travel, Plaza Norway, we deserve a break today. McDonald's, travel, Plaza Norway, we deserve a break today. All right, way to go, way to go. Now it is my honor and pleasure to introduce you to a member of the founding family of the concerned citizens, Sandy Lynn, who is going to tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a mother and a resident of this community with the threat of this rest stop. Sandy?
Thank you, George. This is an open letter directed to McDonald's people who are unfortunately not here today. One of our first traditions we established when our children were very little was lunch at McDonald's on our weekly shopping and errand excursion. Our lunch was tasty, served in a casual, clean atmosphere, and the personnel were unfailingly efficient and pleasant. They grew up and we became inveterate road warriors. We've tripped in all directions as far as we can go in a teacher's summer, and we always look for a McDonald's. It's not as if we're an anti-McDonald's crowd. We live in a beautiful unspoiled area. Streams, woodlands, creatures of the wetlands and forest abound. We live in pre-Civil War houses, in worship in country churches. We love our rural and somewhat quaint lifestyle. We do not, under any conditions, want to see our way of life changed by commercial development. The proposed travel plaza certainly qualifies as that. You at McDonald's spend millions of dollars a year in advertising to portray your company as the backbone of the American family support system. You also represent yourself as having great environmental awareness and concern. Let that be an accurate, realistic picture of who McDonald's really is. To allow the New York State Thruway Authority to force this abomination on local citizenry who unanimously do not want it makes a mockery of your image of family values and environmental enlightenment. Do the right thing and use your considerable influence to stop the Thruway Authority from building this unwanted monstrosity in our community. We appeal to your sense of right and wrong to help us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, it's time for slogan number 2. Are you ready? We're going to run through this one 5 times as well. Okay, here goes. McDonald's, McDonald's, we've had enough. We prefer our hamburger on the hoof. McDonald's, McDonald's, we've had enough. We prefer our hamburger on the hoof. McDonald's, McDonald's, we've had enough. We prefer our hamburger on the hoof. McDonald's, McDonald's, we've had enough. We prefer our hamburger on the hoof. McDonald's, McDonald's, we've had enough. We prefer our hamburgers on the hoof. All right, thank you, thank you. And now I'd like to turn the mic over to another member of the Concerned Citizens Steering Committee and the secretary of our organization, Broom Spiro, who's going to tell us a little bit about why McDonald's plays such a critical role in this thruway rest stop.
We've been asked a number of times, why are we bothering McDonald's? After all, they're just tenants in this thing. Well, I have a 150-page contract here that says differently. In 1991, McDonald's signed a contract with the Thruway Authority whereby they agreed to invest $43 million refurbishing and building 13 different travel plazas over the state of New York. $5.5 million is to go into a travel plaza construction on the Berkshire Spur. According to page 35 of this contract, McDonald's gets to choose the site. Now, if you don't think that they're involved, guess again. Anyone who wants to read this is perfectly welcome to. I'm sick to death of it. So we're here today to ask McDonald's to be our ally, to clearly state to the Thruway Authority that McDonald's does not want to go where they are not wanted or needed. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Way to go. Okay, guys, how about the third and final slogan we've got at the bottom of that page? This one's a little bit of a tongue twister, so I think we might only try it 3 times. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. If what we want is what we get, don't destroy our community to pay the thruway's debt. Whoa. One more time, one more time. If what we want is what we get, don't destroy our community to pay the thruway's debt. All right, thank you, thank you. Now I'd like to introduce to you another member of the Concerned Citizens Steering Committee who's going to tell us a little bit about what we'd like McDonald's to do for us. Lloyd Franks.
Thank you very much. I think what we'd like McDonald's to do for us is to leave us alone. We have a wonderful... They wouldn't answer our letters. They wouldn't meet with us, even though we agreed, we suggested that we would even go to Illinois to meet in their corporate headquarters, but we were cavalierly dismissed. So we decided that the only way to get our message across to McDonald's was to come up here and bring the community of North Chatham and Skodak and Kinderhook up here to McDonald's so that they could see us. So because Muhammad would not go to the mountain came indeed to Muhammad. And all we're asking of McDonald's is to come to North Chatham, but only to visit. Come to North Chatham, but only to live. Please do not bring a McDonald's, and don't bring any trucks, and don't bring any oil tanks, and please, please prevail upon the Thruway Authority that you are indeed a responsible corporate citizen. Thank you.
Thanks, Lloyd. Way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, what we'd like to do now is to present to the McDonald's Corporation the petitions that bear hundreds and hundreds of your names and many other folks' names in opposition to this rest stop, as well as the resolutions that have been passed by all of the governmental organizations that surround this site. The counties of Rensselaer and Columbia, and the towns of Chatham, East Greenbush, Nassau, Skodak, and Kinderhook. We have, for the McDonald's Corporation, a little basket here that we've prepared with our famous buttons on it, Hamlet's Not Hamburgers, and some Skodak well water and some North Chatham well water, a little picture of the stars over North Chatham, and, as I say, the petitions and the resolutions. And at this time, I'm going to ask Susanna Lynn if she would carry this up to the front door of McDonald's, and we'll leave it there for them on Monday. And Danny Cavanero is going to take one of our signs, one of those signs that we have standing in the front lawns of hundreds of our homes back in North Chatham and the Skodak area. So they're going to deposit them at the doorstep of McDonald's.
Don't forget the cow.
Okay, thank you, Susanna. Danny.
The cow. Don't forget the cow. Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you have all been waiting for. I get to introduce to you our special guest celebrity today. For the first time appearing in support of the concerned citizens of Skodak, Chatham, and Kinderhook, let me introduce to you and please give a great welcome to Golden Archie! Way to go, Golden Archie. Hey, let's not forget about Golden Archie's stepdad. How about a round of applause for Roy Denniston? Now, I think in the press release we said that Golden Archie was going to say a few words this morning. Let me see what it is he has to say. Pretty good. Golden Archie says that he's just a little bit nervous being this close to a hamburger company. But basically, he said that he really did have to come out here and support this effort because, of course, what he's concerned about is that if this travel plaza goes in, that the fields in which he now grazes will soon be gone, because this will be the first in a wave of the destruction of our community. And I think what he's concerned about is that he himself is going to become an endangered species. So he's asked if we wouldn't mind putting him on the scoping document as a pre-endangered species. Just one other final comment from Golden Archie. He says, on behalf of everybody in the animal kingdom, thank you all very much for your tremendous support. Well, folks, what better honor to offer to Golden Archie and to the McDonald's Corporation than joining together and raising your voices in a new song that we have created to the music of a song that I think we're all pretty familiar with. Our version is called Old MacDonald's Stole Our Farm. And so now, if you take out your yellow piece of paper, I'd like you to join with me in singing, in its first public appearance, Old MacDonald's Stole Our Farm. Old MacDonald stole our farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm they built a plaza, E-I-E-I-O. With air pollution here, noise pollution there, waste in our well water everywhere. Old MacDonald stole our farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm there were no cows, E-I-E-I-O. With no moose here, no moose there, just loud trucks whining everywhere. Old MacDonald stole our farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm there was no joy, E-I-E-I-O. No stars here, no strings there, just concrete and lights shining everywhere. Old MacDonald, save our farm. McD, I just say no.
And ultimately, the system worked and they won, and a special way of life was saved.
Joins us now live from Bunker Hill Road in Skodak near the battleground. Robin?
Well, Jim, they called it the Second Battle of Bunker Hill, a fight between a piece of land between Bunker Hill Road and Woodward Road in the middle of the Berkshire spur of the Thruway. That's where the Thruway Authority proposed putting a travel plaza, but residents here simply wouldn't have it. And they made that fact loud and clear.
McDonald's Travel Plaza, no way! We deserve a break today!
They rallied, they shouted. Hundreds of them staged a motorcade to McDonald's headquarters in Latham last weekend. The concerned citizens of Chatham, Kinderhook, and Skodak were very concerned about a deal with McDonald's to put a Thruway travel plaza in their quiet community.
We were sure that the Thruway had, which is such an authority that can do exactly as it pleases and answers to no one. And we felt, well, if they wanted it, they were darn well going to do it.
But after months of heated debate, the Thruway Authority backed down, announcing it's no longer considering the site along the Rensselaer-Columbia County line.
I think there was more interest and enthusiasm against the project than we had originally envisioned, without doubt.
We always felt that once they understood why we didn't want this here, they would agree with us, and that is exactly what's happened.
You know, we're just thankful that, for us, our village is saved, and all of the issues that we've raised along the way, whether it was water pollution or air pollution and noise and all the rest of it, that people have agreed to see the light.
This is a democracy. When people bandy together like this and make their views known, government should listen, and in this case, we did.
While the people here are just thrilled, Jim, Governor Cuomo even got involved in this fight. He arranged a meeting between the two sides after he and other politicians got hundreds of angry letters.
So no rest stop there. What about elsewhere along the spur?
Well, the Thruway Authority assures us that there will be a rest stop somewhere along the Berkshire spur. They have 4 or 5 other sites to consider, and that is just what they're going to do now.
All right, thanks very much, Robin Schwartz. Well, believe it or not, a snowplow was out.
Vocal in opposing the travel plaza, saying it would disturb the rural character of the area. Now the Thruway Authority has decided to suspend efforts to establish the rest area at the Bunker Hill site. The nation's oldest arsenal has a new commander tonight. In ceremonies,
I have 2 of these at my house.